Hey guys, how's it going? It is Peter Day here, and I'm making this video on how we currently track affiliate campaigns, and this doesn't really matter at all if this is Facebook or native ads or search or any kind of paid traffic. The same philosophy holds true. So this is actually a real campaign for me. If you're watching this video later, it's okay. It's still relevant, but for you guys that are actually watching this in real time as well, the date is February 18th. You can see this is a campaign we started on the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. We started a few days ago. Now, it's not the most impressive campaign in terms of scale yet, but it's a brand new campaign, and it is looking pretty promising. So what you're seeing here is you're seeing one of our actual spreadsheets, and I want to show you how we've been laying out these spreadsheets because you can start doing this for your own campaigns. It's important, obviously, to have the date in one column, and then you should have one column be your cost. The cost is just your ad spend. It's just another word for ad spend. And then this is important. This specific deal is an 80-20 rev share with the advertiser. So we basically get 80%. So that's why there are all these kind of additional columns. So see how on the 13th, I also want to show you that we started very small on the Facebook ads. And the reason why we started so small is because we wanted to make sure that the campaign was going to be tracking properly. We also wanted to make sure that the Facebook pixel was going to be firing. So we started off at literally only spending like $40 a day, mostly just to see if it would track. But I'm very pleased with the results so far because check this out. The first day we spent $41 and we earned 81 back, and then it's an 80-20 rev share. So what that means is that the advertiser is going to get 20% and we're going to get 80%. And that's why in this column we have this expected shave to be 20%. So what you're seeing here is we spent $41, we earned 81 back, and then this is kind of the real earnings for us here is at 64 though, because we only get 80% and the advertiser gets the other 20%. So day one was very promising. We spent $40 and we basically earned $80 back, but then we finalized at 60 after the rev share. So we were profitable on day one, which is a good sign. Day two was a little sketchy, but the spend was really small though. So we only spent $22 and we only got like a conversion or something at 390. The next day was kind of sketchy, but the spend was small. But then this is really promising. On the fourth day of the campaign, we spent 45 and we earned 104, which is over 100% ROI. And the reason we started this campaign so small is because we wanted to make sure that everything was tracking properly. So I just told one of our media buyers, I asked them if they could just keep it at like 40 or $50 a day just to see if it would track. And then once it's tracking properly, we're going to scale. So basically, it's looking good though, because if you actually disregard the fact that there were these lower spend days that kind of didn't get much for it in return, each day that we did just spend a little bit more, I mean, there was some kind of significant numbers in return. So this is a very promising campaign, kind of profitable off the gate. We believe this is going to be profitable long term. And by the way, this we haven't even optimized it. Like we haven't even tested any new ads or landers. Like all we did was set it up, and we've just been running $40 a day to make sure our Facebook pixel's been firing. Like that's all we did. We haven't optimized any ads, any landers. We haven't really done anything, and it's looking promising, which is a good indication. This could be one of those campaigns that are low-hanging fruit and very, very successful. So what I'm showing you in this video is kind of how we track these returns and a little bit about our process. So what I've asked our media buyer to do on this campaign is I've asked him to scale up to about $200 per day because we're going to be able to test more. So at spending $200 a day, that's going to allow us to test multiple audiences and multiple landing pages, multiple ads. It's going to allow us to just test more. So I'm curious what will happen. In my opinion, there might be some positive days and negative days maybe at first, possibly when we're testing, but as soon as we dial in those winning ads and stuff, we should be seeing strong profits every day. And this is the kind of campaign that hopefully is doing over $10,000 a day of spend for us, hopefully within a month or two. Because sometimes when you get a new offer, sometimes the offers cannot always handle so much volume off the bat. Sometimes there's a warm-up process. So for this offer, we probably have to scale up to a couple $100 a day, then maybe have a phone call with the advertiser, get permission to do like 1,000 or two a day, and then it could be like a 2 or 3 month process to scale this thing. But the secret is you want to have a lot of these things maturing, right? So you want to have a lot of campaigns going so that if the process is slow, at least you have a lot of these things going, right? So this is just one example of a new campaign we started, and we have so many of these charts. We have a chart like this for all campaigns we're doing right now. We basically require our media buyers to keep this diligent chart, and then we verify the chart by looking in the ad accounts to making sure these costs are correct, because we've been paying media buyers about a third. We've been paying them about a 33% profit share. We've been giving them about a third of the campaign's profits. And in order to verify that, we've been verifying that with the charts is a good indicator, but then we've been verifying it with the ad account. So if you guys have media buyers, make sure that you're having them keep diligent charts like this, but also have verify the spend and stuff with the actual ad accounts. Don't just trust these numbers, because there could possibly be typos or wrong numbers and stuff. So this is a little bit of a bird's eye view of our back end here in terms of structure and these profit charts, and they're very helpful. What you can do is, it doesn't really show it on this chart, but if you go down to the bottom of these Google Docs, you can have different tabs, and each tab can be a different campaign, right? So you can have your car insurance in one tab, your solar in another tab, your legal offers in another tab, your mortgage, your credit card stuff, home insurance, life insurance, whatever you're running. You could have all different tabs, and then you can have a chart like this for every campaign. And then if you're running these campaigns on multiple Facebook ad accounts, you can even have a chart for different accounts, right? So if you're running, let's say, on two accounts, you could have two tabs, account 1 and account 2, because you want to keep track of those accounts completely separately. So I hope this gives you great insight. I'll be making more videos like this, and Tyler and I have made a recent commitment to just get a significant amount more content out to you guys. We just realized you guys have really been liking our training and content, so we're going to be putting out videos a lot more now. So I'm going to get this over to you guys soon, and we'll talk in a little bit.